Hi, my name is Sante Valencia. I'm the director of Youth with a Mission, Banana Bank. We've been here for the past 14 years directing this ministry. And the history of YWAM Banana Bank goes back to 1983. We've been here in this campus. YWAM Belize in a whole started in Belmopan in 1978. It used to be called Project Lord. And there was a group from Seattle, Washington that came down, a couple of people, that had this vision and started YWAM at Belmopan in 1978. And in 83, we moved over to Banana Bank campus just across the river, across from Roaring Creek, one of the communities here that we work in. We've been here in trying to disciple this nation. The idea, one of the major things that YWAM does, one of the major things, it would be the discipleship training school, which we take in people, kids from 17 and above, and we go through a 5.5 months training and preparing them for life, usually preparing them for university, in which universities start taking people into their life's destiny and giving them direction. And we believe that what we do is a deliberate act in bringing young people to their destiny in life. We serve here in this country, and of course it's a different setting in every country because of the culture and so forth. We're of a diverse ethnicity, diverse ethnic groups, and we blend very well as a nation. And so YWAM is significant in bringing this together because of the different, the diversity of groups that we have that makes up who we are as a nation. Quite a challenge, but we're here as a people. We're making every effort to bring the churches together, working alongside many pastors in the country, because that's what we are about, serving the community, serving the church. And we're not a church. YWAM is not a church. We enhance what the churches are doing. And so this is what we do here, YWAM Banana Bank. We run conferences, we run camps, different seminars, and different activities. And we deliberately are making every effort in infiltrating every spheres of society, of life. We could call them 7 mind molders. We could call them the 7 spheres of influence. We could call them the 7 mountains. But we are deliberate in our approach in trying to infiltrate with Christianity, with Christian worldview, not the secular worldview, as to how we could live life, as to how we could build a nation. And it takes everybody. It takes the body of Christ to do this. It doesn't take, it's not one individual church. It's not YWAM. It's the entire body of Christ. It's a body of people, and I would say believers, to bring this nation together. Every one of us have a nation that we must influence. Fortunate that we are here in Belize, and the idea is to try and make effort in discipling this nation. Quite a task, but it's not YWAM Banana Bank alone that will do it. It's YWAM with the churches across this nation, and those our friends and partners abroad. And the effort is to continue presenting the gospel to the ends of the earth. However, we're here in Belize, so this is our task in reaching Belize, and from here we look at the ripple effects into the nations along and around us and throughout the world. YWAM, if I should quickly give a little history, started off somewhere around 1960, and we are operating in many countries across the globe. And the idea is still to continue reaching the lost. In recent years, we have moved because for years we were trying to reach the unreached, what we call the 1040 window. In recent years, we have shifted because we believe where we are missing is the 414 window, which talks about not a people group that are unreached with Christianity, but the younger children from the ages of 4 years old to 14 years old. We find in our country in Belize, we have about 68 to 70% of our population under 30 years of age. These are the ones that we're trying to reach, but we start down from 4 and coming up. Recently, we've been working on one of the spheres, which is the sports, and trying to connect with hurt young men, bitter young men, angry young people, young men particularly, because of dysfunctional homes and because of many other reasons, because of abuses. And we try to reach these kids. This is some of the things that we do right here. We constantly run camps and conferences continually. But along with that, we also focus on working with the young men. We view men as leaders of the family from a Christian perspective, not the big boss, but we view men as fathers, as husbands, as fathers, and as leaders. And we try to promote this, and we start from the foundation level. In everything that you do, in everything that we do, foundations are very important. The higher up you intend to go, the deeper down you must go with your foundations. The more structure you must have, the more reinforcement you got to have in the bottom. So this is some of our objectives in placing good foundation in the young men of this nation, particularly the young men, of course young women. We can never exclude them because it's a man and a woman that makes a family, and from there the family starts between a male and a female. And we hope that our young men will get married sometime and have a family. But if they don't have a good foundation in knowing how to live life, how to be a husband, how to be a father, how to be a good leader, then we're lacking. So our objective is to somehow try and model to young men how to be husbands and fathers and leaders in the country, in the church, in the home, of course. YWAM Banana Bank serve in trying to achieve this objective. We have so much going on in this country, and it's very difficult for any one person or one organization to do it. YWAM Banana Bank has been functioning here since '83 when we first moved here. There were not very many buildings. It was with tents and very poorly built structures. Today we have moved to another level. Right behind me there is a structure. This structure used to be a kitchen, but before it was exclusively a kitchen, it was what we call a multi-purpose building where everything used to happen here until we moved over to what we have a meeting hall there that have been outgrown a long time ago. But we got this kitchen here. We had outgrown that because of, it's a good problem, because of the work that have been done, and definitely there are so many people that have gone on before us and have come alongside of us since, that have moved YWAM Banana Bank to where it's at. Unfortunately, 3 years ago, we had a major fire that totally destroyed what used to be the kitchen. In my opinion, it was a blessing in disguise because we have outgrown that and we needed to expand. And so we thought, okay, we don't have the money to rebuild the old kitchen. And so we decided to go at least 3 times the size and then go back to what it originally was, a multi-purpose building. We will complete this structure, and then we go up on the second floor, and that would be the meeting hall, large enough to handle larger groups, because we have swamped what we have here. With 400 people, young people, it's amazingly stressful in trying to operate in what we call a meeting hall today. Now we're moving and trying to finish this structure, and then we will have the meeting hall upstairs along with office buildings, and then we will have, it will be a multi-purpose, because there's a lot of serious major activities taking place, and mostly the idea is discipling young people. Of course, we can never exclude the older people. However, I believe because of our population being so high with young people, we must, and especially seeing the condition our country is in right now, there's a lot of violence, there's a lot of bitterness, there's a lot of hurt young people, there's a lot of abuse. We must make every effort to reach these people where they're at. And I believe that seeing the trend, we need a facility that will be able to have these young people, young men and young women, to have them in one location. And of course, this place is so spread out that we could have many, that we usually have, small groups, and meeting in groups of 25, 40 across all over the base, discuss issues and come back in one place, discuss them corporately, and then from there we strategize how we could make changes in this nation. And because we meet with young people and we bring them from across the country, we will have them in the north, the south, the east, the west, central, and how to connect and see if we could have a ripple effect where young people will start influencing positively on young people's lives. Because, like I said before, it's not one organization, it's not YWAM for sure, only job. It's not myself personally, there's no one person that could do it all, and so no one person could take credit for it. It's a nationwide thing, it's a global thing that we all, as a nation, and as countries of the world, individually and corporately, must engage, because there are young people everywhere. Us here in Belize, we have a responsibility, and we must take our responsibility serious. There is a bridge that we have built in 1991-92, because before it was only a boat that we used to cross this river from one side of the river to the other to get here. We brought all our supplies, the bill and everything, right here in a boat with a rope. We pull across, unloading everything, and come and do building. Until in 1991-92, we were a 40-day bridge, and it's just a footbridge like 5 foot wide, a cable bridge spanning 454 feet across the river, and that connected us with the other side, and we were able to easier supply, bring supplies across to build and stuff like this. That bridge serves as a bridge to the nation and the nations of the earth. This is our objective, that we could bring enough people in, disciple people, and then see them go out into the nations of the earth. But of course, we start home in Belize, which one of the things that we're doing, like I said earlier, is train them here, send them back into their respective places in the country, north, east, south, and west, and then they start implementing and imparting what is being taught here. In the schools, many of the educational institutions here, there are kids in those schools, high schools and tertiary levels, that are trying to infiltrate the mindsets in there. We must do this together. What we're doing here with this structure will be significant to what we're called to do as a ministry in this nation. YWAM Banana Bank have served this nation, and we will continue to serve in infiltrating the spheres of influence, from politics or to the church or to the educational institution, to the arts and entertainment, sports. media, and every level, we must influence the business sectors. We must influence people how we could raise up godly businessmen will learn to walk in integrity and do business with integrity. So it's across the board. The idea is to disciple the nation and the nations of the earth. We stand here with that responsibility, and we feel the call and the challenge and the obligation to first release as a nation and then to the ends of the earth. Over the years, we have had so many international partners from North America. Canada, of course, and the United States have been key or primary nations, international nations that have come into Belize and have been an amazingly, extremely significant part of helping to move things forward. We have had so many young men and women from the United States and Canada, some great people that today we consider family because of the length of time they've been partnering with us and the impartation that have been taking place in the schools and in some of the primary schools and in the high schools. And we have had these young people that came in, go into the educational institution, working with kids, some of the orphanage, and in the high school, in saying, hey, you know what? Where we live is just like you guys. We have to fight the same fight. We are young people, and we have to fight all those battles every day on a daily basis. And so we had these young people coming in and connect with young people here in Belize, and also doing physical work, like many of the structures around here. These young people have worked on them. We have sidewalks that goes all around this space. The many of these sidewalks, we had these young people that came on these teams have worked on and built. And of course, with partnership with us here and the locals, right? They continue to serve on all different levels and in different capacities, depending on their capacity. And so the young people that came in from abroad have been significant contributors in the development of what we have here as YWAM Banana Bank and across the nation in building houses for people and going in and cleaning people that are very in poverty, very poor people, going in there and cleaning their houses and trying to build something better for their lives. And so we've been doing a lot of things in partnering with the young people in the teams that have come to serve in Belize. And this kitchen right here, this new structure we're building, this multi-purpose building here, they have served, they have worked tirelessly on this thing when they come. Hours, long hours, almost seemingly from night to night, never complaining, just leaning in, pushing hard, and trying to see this thing built. So this has been a great partnership with the North American partners, a lot of Canadians and a lot of Americans, that young people that have come and have served so diligently. And we want to say, I personally want to say, thank you so very much for just being such a blessing to Belize and to YWAM Banana Bank and serving so well. And not just serving, but you give of yourself and of your time. It's so valuable. We really appreciate it so very much.